So, good evening, YouTube. My name is Ando Miller, and today here we're gonna discuss a little bit about speech, the power of speech, communication in general, and so on. A lot of tips we have to share with you. So keep with us. Bruna, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Do I need to make a good speech here? I'm kidding. I'm from São Paulo. I work as a community manager here on Talk and Talk, and also as an English teacher. I've been here since September last year. Now, I think this week it's been a year. I've been attending the immersions and everything, and that's it. It's always a pleasure being here, and that's all.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks a lot, Bruna. Sara, your turn.
Yeah, thank you. So, hello, Fabiana. I'm Sarah. I'm a hostess here on Talk and Talk as well. I live in Ilhéus, Bahia. I like to dance, to eat, more to eat than to dance, and to read good books. I love Greek mythology, for example.
Nice. Thanks a lot. Fabiana, please.
Hello, good evening. I'm Fabiana. I'm from São Carlos, São Paulo. I'm 32 years old, and I'm here to improve my English with you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. So let's start from the first conversation, then you can create all the questions, make some considerations if you think different, want to add something different. The first question is, are you good at speaking in public and transmitting an idea? Why do you think so? Fabiana, you can start, please.
Well, I think I'm not so good at speaking in public. I think sometimes I could be really nervous with this. But at work, I think I make a good work with this, I think. Depends on the topic too, because I feel more confident when I know what I'm talking about, when the subject is something that I have hands on that, and I really know how to say, how I know that if someone make me a question, I will know how to answer. And this makes me feel calm and confident when I speak in public. But well, I don't know. I think in general depends on the subject and the situation too.
You're muted.
Great. Thanks for sharing, Fabiana. How about you, Bruna?
Yeah, I will go with Fabi. I think I'm a bit the same. I stutter, so speaking in public has always been a problem for me, because I would always stutter and everybody would look at me because I couldn't say the words. I was always blocked, But Fabi said something nice about the confidence and knowing what you're talking about. So I think the last times I needed to be speaking in public, it was better because it was like, oh, I knew what I was doing, So I think in general, I'm getting better. TNT helped me so much. So I would say I can handle it, but I wouldn't say I'm good. That's it.
Yeah, I was about to say the same, Talk and Talk is very awesome, at this point, like have been exposing the people in other language. That is so incredible, because we can feel more comfortable in a place where we usually are not comfortable, like speaking another language. So very good point, Bruna. How about you, Sara?
Yeah, it's always tough for me to say I'm good at something. It sounds like I'm much confidence to me, but I'm working on it, But I would say it depends on the topic for sure. I'm not good at winging it, like, oh, just speak it right now, like someone just out of the blue. I'm not good with that. I like to prepare a speech. For example, during college, I could never be the one holding the billboard or just sitting, because my colleagues always chose me to present. So I've gotten used to speak in public in this environment. So I feel like if I am prepared, if I read, if I know the subject, and if it is something that I find interesting, because if I don't like it makes it even harder, and I can feel distracted or make some mistakes, so I prefer to know what I'm doing, feel more confident and ready for the challenge.
Yes, very good. I always remember a friend, my undergraduate, that he didn't study it. When we are having a presentation or something like that, he really knew how to create new things out of the blue, and we prepared the work, and oh my God. But she was so awesome, speaking at public, that everybody, oh my God, very good. No, very wrong things. But the way he he spoke so natural that the people, oh, very interesting. I think it's so awesome when you see, and I need to say that the past 5 years I have been improving a lot, at least trying to expose myself more in order to create things, trying to get out of my comfortable zone, but also create new things and to engage, just like we are doing right now. Like, we have some questions, but we can add more points, extend this conversation. So I think this is something that I've been studying, I've been trying a lot, I've been reading a lot also. So this is a good thing. I will create a new question. What do you think is the quality, or are the qualities of the people that have a good speech power? Sarah, what do you think?
I would say you have to be engaging, like people have to want to pay attention to your speech. Storytelling is a great thing you can use in order to be more interesting, So you have to bring something that connects people to your story. Like, it doesn't matter if you're selling a pen or English course, doesn't matter, but you should be able to sell something else, attach something else to your product, or your idea, for example.
Great. Fabiana, what do you think?
I agree with Sarah. I think storytelling is so important to make a speech a good speech. But I think that the people who are speaking have to be confident, and as you said before, I think this friend of you that you mentioned, I think he pass confident to people, how even that isn't true, but that he didn't know how what he talking about. But I think he didn't pass this through the public that he spoke to. So I think confident is really important.
Yeah, confident. Yeah, totally agree. Because he was very confident without knowing anything. The people believed him, and he was very lazy as well. So I kind of I'm very angry, like, oh my God, again. But
yes,
worked.
Yes,
how about?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Fabiana.
No, I was a friend of my previous job that he said, doesn't matter if you don't know about you're talking about, you just have to transmit confidence to people, to your boss or to your colleagues, whatever. That's I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's the point.
yeah, totally. Bruna, how about you?
Girl said something nice, but I want to add something else about knowing the audience, because this guy was like probably talking bullshit to like people he knew they wouldn't know what he was talking about, because if he knew he would be like
Of
like
course, our professor, oh my God. It
so,
was, the energy was so high that the professor, oh my God.
so I think at some point you need to know the audience, and then something I've been learning is that what is the pain your audience have, like, and how are you going to connect to their pain, so Sarah was saying about selling and like storytelling. I think at some point, if you keep telling your story without trying to connect to other people's pains or other people's achievements or good stuff, you will be just saying things and nobody will listen to you, so it's important to know the public you are talking to. And of course, I would totally agree with the girls about storytelling and confidence. But nothing works if you don't know who you are talking to.
Yeah. And so funny when you see the social media, the people, trying to teach how to, having a good conversation, a good approach in terms of communication and so on. So sometimes I think the most part very silly, but it's about me, it's about the way I like the things. Because I think it's more or less about the 30 question. The 30 question is, what type of speech gets you? The one who want fully of feelings or the rational ones? So when the people start to talking to me something that I consider important, or at least, I'm interested, I'm intent to, to pay attention on the content. And I think in the social media, we have a lot of people that try, doing the opposite, saying about superficial things, but with very, emotional approach, like being very approach, but actually they aren't saying anything. But, the way that the person are speaking and so on. So it's very, touch you the audience or something like that. But, let's keep with this question. What do you think? What do you prefer, Sarah? Feelings or rational?
Yeah, I go with feelings all the way, because once I bought an English course, I don't know, 11 p.m. just because the speech was very good, So you can imagine the connection they made. Like they didn't just talked about the course itself, but the possibilities, the dreams you could achieve from learning English and becoming fluent, all these stories we are used to hear. But for me, I felt connected because of this emotional part. So I usually don't pay so much attention to the rational details, I'm more of an emotional person.
Yeah, nice. Very interesting. How about you, Fabiana?
Me too. I think the emotional gets me first, especially when I don't know about the subject. I don't know what they're talking about. I think touch me when I can feel the message. I think that's the kind of speech that gets me.
Yeah, this is really nice. Bruna?
I think I'm the opposite. If it's something I
Yes,
don't,
my team.
if it's something, if it's something I don't know, I like the rational part. If it's something I know, I go with the feelings, because I understand the rational already according to my perspective. It's not that I know everything, but I can see something I already know from another perspective, And if it's something I still don't know anything about, something rational, so that I think speeches that are full of feelings, the speaker is using it to convince us of something, you know. So if you don't know anything about the subject and you are like listening to someone saying things full of feelings, I will be convinced, you know. So for me, it's better to watch something rational, and if I am already familiar with the subject, then something more emotional, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, because sometimes I think the most part of the speech that have a lot of feeling approach that I knew or I've seen, it's a kind of fake, very fake. So, you know, again, you know, sometimes I think it's silly for me, but if I feel that's really true, you know, I feel connect with that kind of speech. But I think the most part, you know, is kind of weird.
Yeah.
So let's, do you want to add something, Bruna?
No, just agreeing with you. Sorry.
Let me see the question here. So, because you know, I'm thinking about the improvisation here, okay, with you.
Okay.
The question number 6, communication. People say we are born with this talent. Do you agree? Is it possible to learn how to do so? Fabiana, you can start.
I think it's possible to know how to communicate. Of course, I think some people are already born with this, I don't know, talent, but I think everything could be training, especially communication. I know today had I don't know if a lot, but had some courses about communication, how to prepare your speech, storytelling, how to get your public, how structure you have to use when you talk with other person to convince them of something. There's a lot of techniques. I have so much, I really want to do this course, for example, because I think it really helps me in my life, personal and professional life. So I believe that could be training, this talent could be built in people.
Yeah, I agree. Sarah, you?
Yeah, I remember once Bruna told something about talent. I don't remember the context exactly, but she said maybe talent and she got me thinking actually about this. Talent, it's kind of takes our motivation away when you just believe someone can be good just out of talent, you know. So I've been comforting myself with this because sometimes I don't feel like I have a natural talent. I have some things that I've learned throughout my life, and okay, I can handle it. But oh, since I was a kid, I'm so good at. I don't feel like this, you know. So yeah, I want to believe that you can learn because that's my way. That's how I've been doing, you know. So I think you can develop your skills and become more comfortable with your speech, and these things that the girls mentioned about knowing your audience and confidence also helps you.
Yeah, I agree. Let's hear from Bruna, the provocation.
Oh, I was thinking here, you know, because communication is about so many things. I was thinking here about the rhythm, the speed, the melody, voice tone. So it's really something deep, right? I think at some point we need to. You may be a good communicator, but I agree with the girls. We need to study, um, to study, just like we were saying. You know, the audience, to study the product or the thing you are presenting or what you are communicating, what do you want to communicate? I think this is something we're going to study forever. But it talks a lot about what we want to say, like, are you presenting a product? Are you selling a product? Are you telling your story? So I really think it depends on the topic. This question is really deep from my point of view.
Yeah, very appropriate on 9 p.m. To sleep well.
Yes. So I didn't answer the question, but I just share some thoughts.
Yeah, I think the people can kind of born, because I do not agree with the born very natural, since the this thing.
Me
However, I consider that when we are very young, we can capture some signals, symbols from our family or the society in general, and sometimes we internalize this kind of thing. So if you have a family, very communicative family or something, that like to do this kind of dynamic, like exposing the people, talking a lot, I think you are more open to be like this, so I think you grow, feel that this kind of thing is very natural. So, but if you grow without this thing, we start to say, oh my God, I will expose myself in front of the people will say about me, my mistakes, and this kind of all this problem and overwhelmed situation. But I do believe that some people can kind of, in quotes, born with this talent. Here we have the question number 5. Would you like to speak well in public and why? But I will change a little bit. What do you like? Or what would you like to talk about in public very well? Something that interests you. Bruna.
I have no idea. Oh gosh, that's really hard. It's been a while. I don't present anything public since, I don't know, 2019, before the pandemic. What I would like to speak. Well, I could present TNT. I think the company I work or the things I've been doing here. I think I would talk about something I am confident with. I could talk about something related to English, to the learning process. I don't know, things related to learning a new language, learning a second language. Yeah, I think that's it. And I think I answered what you asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's play again. Keep this thought, keep in your mind. Sarah, how about you?
Yeah, I would say talking about hair transformation. I don't know the word exactly in English, but that was a life-changing process for me, not because of my appearance only, but because I can relate to a lot of stories from people in my family, so I would like to, I would say, inspire, because I don't see myself as such a inspirational person, but to share my ideas, my thoughts about this with other girls, young girls, because I found really amazing how we can be free with our style today, not completely free, unfortunately, because we face some prejudice yet, but that is something that I really like to talk about, and I think that I could make people connect with me because I've been through this experience,
Okay, very nice, very interesting. It's very important as well. Thanks, Sarah. How about you, Fabiana?
That's a hard question. I don't know what I want to talk, to be good to talk with people in public, for example. But I'm thinking here, I would like to to speak well, I don't know, with my life, my my habits, for example, as influencers. Maybe I could be, I don't know, an influencer and have millions of followers and earn a lot of money.
Today I'm eating
Great
this.
idea. Me too.
Yes,
I would do
woke
it.
up.
you receive a lot of gifts. I don't know. I think these people. I think a lot about that, especially when I saw some video of some influencers, and I think, oh my God, she or he starts at, I don't know, 2012. Why I didn't do that in 2012? Yeah, but of course they had a lot of communication skills, and maybe I could be, I don't know, an influencer. That's it. I don't know.
But you know, I don't think they all have the communication skill in a very good level. I think sometimes, you know, you can connect. It's a kind of opportunity. Sometimes the people, you know, connect the speech and the image in a purpose. You know, so you start to develop this communication from this opportunity. Like a lot of people, you know, they did silly things, like, you know, but the people cared a lot at that moment, and it started, you know, became popular and so on, and with a lot of views and so on, they start to grow, and then, you know, based on that, they create something more interesting in terms of now I'm singer, you know, so now I'm writer, now I'm liking to I don't know, talk about a specific topic. So, but I think in the very beginning, I don't know.
Yes, yes.
We need
I
to do
agree.
something that is kind of crazy, you know, capture the people.
Yes.
But you can answer this question, Fabiana, based on your answer also, the question number 9. Why we are so afraid of speaking in public?
I think maybe we have afraid to fail in public, to be judged by something wrong that we said, that we are saying, or I don't know, something wrong, or make mistakes. I think we have afraid to fail in public, not to speak necessarily. I don't know. I think that.
Okay, nice. To be judged.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sarah, how about you? What do you think?
Speaking for myself, I'm afraid of feeling vulnerable, you know, like I have nowhere to go, I can't hide. Sometimes I will hide.
Very good
I gotta
word.
admit it,
Yes.
you know. So yeah, I would totally say that you can't fake. Some people are good at faking their emotions, but that's not my case. So when I speak in public, I feel like I'm being transparent to others, you know, and that scares me a little bit.
Very interesting. Bruna, how about you?
I agree with the girls. I think judgment is something, being afraid of judgment, but also of like people's reaction to what you're saying, you know, like as a person who stutters, I have already seen a lot of people laughing at me or looking at me in a way they are uncomfortable because I am just blocked, you know. So I have seen a lot of reactions, and this made me I don't know, not afraid, but because I am really talkative, but I think the way people are going to answer to what you're saying, or like if they ask something you don't know how to answer and you have to admit you don't know, or being afraid of making mistakes too while you are saying something, you you forget what you're saying, or you say something wrong. I think basically the fear of failure is another point. That's it. I'm trying to think of something else.
Yeah, fear. Yeah, very, very interesting. I was thinking about the word that Sarah mentioned about vulnerability. Vulnerability, yeah. It's very interesting because I've attended improvisation theater, and it's been so awesome because, you know, one of the dynamic that we have done so far is to expose the vulnerability. Like, you know, for example, to have a lot of stranger and you have to walk randomly, try to feel all the place and making eye contact, like, you know, with all people. The first one, the second one, you have to dance very randomly in front of the people, like very close here. You know, like I'm dancing in front of you, very close. So it's so weird. Oh my God, so hard. And it was so weird. But, you know, something that when you start to do, it's kind of, your mind starts to kind of blowing. Like, oh my God, you know, the sensation telling you a lot of things, you know, providing, you know, also a lot of good insights about, oh my God, I'm silly, but now I'm comfortable with being silly. And, you know, we start to do not care with the things and so on. So it's something that's very good, this word, vulnerability. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. And I totally agree with you. I think it's the fear, afraid to be judged, expose yourself. I think when we are exposing ourselves, we have to face yourself because you are exposing. And the most part, you know, the most part of the time, it's just you alone. Like, I'm like this, but I'm like this in your bathroom, for example, you know, without exposing. But when you need to you know, say something in public, you need to face yourself. Like, so it's, you know, it's just like a mirror.
Yes.
Guys, we have the question a bit, so yeah, I will try to summarize this question. Do you have any embarrassing story that you were involved in terms of, you know, communication in public that you can share, that you feel comfortable to share also? Sarah.
I'm sorry, I don't recall any situation. The only thing that came to my mind was that I had this friend that used to use some weird examples to paint a picture, to make people understand what he was talking about, and people were not done with the presentation, but after, always making fun of him because once he brought Snow White stories to relate to the topic, and it was it was kind of weird, but it was funny also as well. And I've learned a lot from him because even though people mocked him, he didn't care. You know, he just kept talking, and he's a good he's good at making speech because he just delivers the things that he has to. He doesn't care so much about others' opinions, and maybe that's something that I gotta learn as well.
Good. Sarah, thanks for sharing. Let's hear from Bruna. How about you?
Yeah. I think the most embarrassing one was I was presenting something in college, a book with some we were presenting summary of a book, and I started laughing in the middle of the presentation. That was embarrassing, and I don't know, I was just nervous, you know. But as I said, stuttering is always about living embarrassing situations, because you can't say anything, you're like and nothing, like you're trying and nothing goes out of your mind, or you're like repeating the same part of the word, like pa 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 or ba 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 or something like this, and nobody gets you. You're like trying to say it, and like people are looking at you like, say something, and they complete your words, and it's not funny for me, but other people usually think it is. And oh gosh, yeah. At least now I'm doing therapy and everything, and things are better, but at that point it was really bad. I would feel really uncomfortable, and I hated speaking in public. I hate it.
I remember here that video that about that guy that starts to speak in English in a presentation recorded.
Like with the uniform.
Yeah, it's very good.
That's a good one.
Love this video. Oh, thanks a lot, Bruno. How about you, Fabiano?
I don't remember any situation like that with me, but I think in certain point it's embarrassing for me every day. For example, at work, when I have to presenting something that I'm not used to. This actually happens a lot. Like surprise presentation that my boss asked me to do, and I have to improvise to others, and it's difficult to make people understand, and sometimes I feel nervous with this. I just thinking, I'm speaking, presenting, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I really want to open the head of people and put this idea inside. And I think, oh my God, why he or he doesn't understand that? It's so complicated. But I know they don't understand because I don't speak in the good way, at a good way to they understand me. And this is a little embarrassing, but I don't remember any big situation, embarrassing situation. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think all the, in the beginning of the talk, oh my God, I think all the situations were embarrassed, like very nervous, and the beginning and the end and all, the whole conversation is kind of very nervous. And I never watched a video, I never, of my conversation, of my immersion. I don't like it. I need to overcome that, but I really don't like it. I was thinking here about the thing. Let's answer this question number 7, and I think, because I would like to to practice a speech here, like you saying about something that you like in an emotional way or in a rational way. It's up to you, but it will be nice, like, for example, Bruna trying to say, oh my God, you really need to learn how to speak a lot of language with contact with the world. You have to. But let's first answer the question number 7. Have you ever lost an opportunity for not fit this requirement, like the communication skills and so on? You lost because you were quiet or in silence? I don't know. Bruna.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think, well, I've never been to a lot of interviews, or I think in college, most of the things I've been part of big things, like I was the president of a league, I was the president of a symposium. So gratefully, I didn't lose any opportunity because of communication skills, because I think I had other skills, like I was good at management, and I think I could handle other situations. And yes, I've never, maybe because of English, once I've not only because of English, but maybe because of my knowledge, once I didn't get a job opportunity, but I think it wasn't just because of the communication skills itself, you know. I think it was because of communication skills themselves. I think it was because of my knowledge and everything, you know. That's it.
Okay. How about you, Fabiana?
I think not that I knew. I think I didn't lost any opportunity because of my communication skill. But for example, I already lost any opportunities at work, for example, because I don't speak English, and I consider that communication skills too. So if I see at this point, I think I could lose because of that, but not because the soft skill, communication as a soft skill, the way I speak, or my voice, that kind of things, but just this hard skill as to speak English.
Okay. Yes, learning second language is so interesting, so deep at the same moment. Not just, you know, not only about the language itself, but you need to speak, and it's a whole process that I think I consider that's magic, very magic, you know. And I've been really into this kind of thing because I really like. How about you, Sarah?
I was doing some reflection here, and yeah, maybe yes, because last year I was selling some products and I had to post on social media, and I didn't like. And now I'm on YouTube every week, so it's crazy the change, you know. But I consider that I've lost some chances to sell more because I wasn't so present on social media, or the times I needed to appear. The content was never good enough, you know. So I kind of avoided to post. And now that looking back, yeah, totally I could have earned more money from the job if I open myself a little bit more with my communication.
Yeah, this stuff is so interesting because, you know, once we start to attending a lot and be exposed a lot, we kind of naturalize that. Oh my God, you know, it's just amazed that you will commit mistakes now, and you commit, you know, the past, and you will commit in the future, and nobody cares actually, because, you know, being polite, nobody cares. But for example, here, let's talk about the YouTube channel. Like, we try to, you know, we have launched the video on YouTube, trying to, you know, attract more students, engage more people. However, the people do not, you know, do not see this video. Now we see how hard it is, you know, like to have a good, I don't know, but to make a good advertisement, try to inspire people, so hard. And for example, the most part of the people that nowadays they are famous, very famous, you can, you know, check the video in the past, in the very, very beginning. And it's so silly, but they don't care about this video, you know, just, oh my God, I don't care. I'm good nowadays because I have money, and, you know, and all the things and so on. So, Bruna, do you want to add something?
Yeah, you said something really nice about people not caring. my therapist told me this. You think like people are paying attention to your stutterings and everything. They are actually not, you know, like focus on the message. Was
Yeah,
interesting.
because you will, you know, this is a turning point, because you are kind of afraid that people care, you know, are paying attention. But in a turning point, you will start to feel like, oh my God, they're not paying attention to me. I would like attention.
Nobody cares. That's true.
I wanted this. So guys, we don't have more questions. Do you want to create a question here? This is a moment where you can create a speech as well, emotional speech about you, rational speech about you, create a question, do what you want. This is a free stage for you.
You can start to make a speech about you or something you are interested in.
Interesting. Guys, I've been very interested on learning new things by exposing ourselves. So it's so amazing. Do you need to try it? YouTube world, President Biden, see that you need to expose yourself. No, you don't need, but try to tell the people that we need to be exposed more. Try new things and learn different things from our body, and then connect with your mind. Only doing that, we can really feel that we are linked. Mind, the rational and emotional, both together. It's important. Nice, good speech. I need to improve more.
I hope President Biden sees that.
Not that inspirational, but it worked.
So your turn, Luna. You started with it.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you learned something for the first time? Think about it, guys. If it has been a while, you should consider it. If you haven't studied Spanish yet, you should do it. When you're studying a new language, mainly Spanish, you're going to learn a lot about South American cultures and also about Latin countries. Things you think you know, but when you face it, you'll see, oh gosh, that's awesome. I am learning so much from these cultures. So when you learn a new language, you learn more about your own culture too. So if you haven't considered studying Spanish yet, you should give it a try. Learn how to sing reggaeton music, listen to or watch Rebelde without subtitles. Like, it's just a new experience, it's just a new world. You're more than welcome to study Spanish with me. That's it. I hope I convinced you.
Congrats. Do you consider that was more emotional or rational, or both?
Emotional, I think.
Emotional.
Yeah.
Guys, you need to learn.
Not that much. No, not in the sad emotions, not the bad ones, good ones.
Let's try with Sarah. Can you create this?
My gosh, I have to wing it. So let me speak with you for a moment. You, the woman or the man who is watching me, how many beach days have you missed because you were afraid of exposing your real hair? I don't think that's a life for you. I think you should enjoy your days. You only live once, and I don't know what's holding you back from making this choice to change your life, but I guarantee you, you're gonna have more quality of life, and you're gonna love yourself way more. And if you wanna know more about it, just talk with me, and we can hang as friends and share our life experiences and have fun together. That's all. I hope you take my advice.
Oh, wow,
Woohoo,
very
I
good.
love it.
Very good. Very good.
Very
Awesome.
good.
Fabiana.
Oh God.
Stage yours.
You put me in a difficult situation because you are so good and I'm not a so creative person. Well, I don't know what I can talk about, what I could talk about. Let's see. I will talk about my experience in here in TNT. Well, I really want to say that for me, it's really nice, as you said, to expose me in a different language, in a different English, especially because it's something that I I try to improve a lot in years. So it's interesting to learn something new, to speak about a different subject and have a natural conversation. So this is really, really nice. And I recommend to all try this because it's other level. It's really, really nice.
Thanks, Sophia. Thanks, everyone. It was really awesome. It's about that. I am, I'm trying to create this very hard topic that's just about the improvisation. We're gonna talk about, for example, the cell phone right now. I don't know what we need to say about cell phone, but we have a lot of ideas. I totally guarantee you. So, guys, thanks a lot for this conversation. It was really awesome. Very, very calm, very good, very natural. I really appreciate that. We have this form. If you want to enrich this conversation, give me some advice and so on. Advice to advice to everybody that works, have working on Talk and Talk, that we really like that. Say what you think, what you don't, what you like, what you don't like, and so on. Do feel free to do that. And thanks a lot. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great night. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Was a really pleasure.
you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
I need you in my
Bye.
meeting.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
I need you in my meeting, well. Oh, Endo. I just called
Yeah.
well. Sorry.
No problem.